A major step to living the best life that you can live is how you make your mornings. I'm going to show you my morning routine that has done nothing short than change my life, starting from someone that used to struggle and despise the mornings. I recently discovered how much power there is in a great morning routine, and just like how you like to construct your morning, because how you start your day, that energy just carries out with you throughout the entire day. And there really is just something about the mornings. There really is something about the beginning of the day. This is the first time watching me. My name is Sam Hardy, and my mission is to truly thrive in this modern world, in a modern world that I think is really difficult to thrive in. And I've realized that how I conduct my mornings is so important into living the life that I want to live. How I set up my day so I can be all of the things I want to be, so I can experience all the things I want to be. So this is a relatively recent like update to my morning routine, is just more tailored to the things that I want to experience and to be. And I've just come to the point where I think, at least for now, this is exactly how I want to start my morning. The thing I used to genuinely struggle with so much was the mornings. There would be some days where seeing the light coming through the window, it was like, oh my gosh, I do not want it to be the light already. I want more sleep. Can it be dark, please? Can nobody talk to me? I always felt super overwhelmed in the morning. I always used to feel like just kind of like gross. I just used to feel like just negative energy, like grouchy, groggy, slowed down. Like everything was just slow motion and negative, and it was just, I don't know, it was gross. And I used to start my mornings with absolutely horrible habits, just tons of dopamine, waking up late, scrolling the second I wake up, going on video games a second later. And then just throughout the entire day, I would have bad mood issues, just be really grumpy, really, really annoying to be around, genuinely. Not even close to the amount of fulfillment I get now. So getting into the first part of the morning routine really starts the night before with getting a good night's sleep. And I won't cover this for too long, but it is truly, genuinely important. Getting a good night of sleep makes it all possible. I wouldn't be able to wake up early, have any sort of energy, have any sort of good mood, or at least not at all to the extent that I do with a bad night of sleep, especially the energy part. I couldn't get up early. Ensuring you're not on your phone hours before you go to bed, ensuring that you have appropriate lighting, make sure that your house environment, whatever, is dark. Give yourself plenty of time to wind down. Give yourself plenty of time to get a good amount of sleep. Give yourself a good amount of sleep. Give yourself 8 hours of sleep. Just ensure that you are not slacking, forgetting about the sleep part, because that's what makes this all possible. So currently the alarm is coming on at 6 a.m. For some people, that may not seem very early at all. For some people, that may seem super early, just depending on when you wake up. But for me, I'm working my way back slowly, earlier and earlier. But currently, I find 6 a.m. to be a really good time for me. Then the first thing I do when I actually wake up is make my bed right away. I know that people debate all the time. Making your bed's not practical. More germs come to your bed when you make your bed. You wind up making it dirty anyway. There's so many like logical arguments, like I shouldn't say logical, but practical arguments. Like, yeah, I am going to make my bed dirty again. I have to do it every single day. And that's almost the point of it. It's just some upkeep, keeping yourself sharp, keeping yourself clean. And that is the point of it. That's the practicality of it. It's not supposed to be the most practical outcome. I know the outcome isn't that practical. Of course, I'm going to make it dirty again. It's the input that is practical. It makes you feel good. It sets you up with a little win. It takes like 10 seconds to make your bed. It's just a little win. It just gives you that little extra boost of confidence. It makes your room cleaner, because a cleaner environment helps with a calmer mind, better mental health. So there is practicality of it, but it's all in the input. The first thing I do is tidy up the bed, make sure everything in the room's nice and tidy. And for me, just starting with that little win is just a real little nice thing to start the day with. Second thing, and the first bigger thing, is Wim Hof breathing. I'll never forget the first time I did Wim Hof breathing. I was like laughing uncontrollably, and the feelings were so intense, and I never stopped doing it after that. If you're unaware of what Wim Hof breathing is, it's just a breathing technique where you inhale, exhale fast, hold your breath on an exhale, and then breathe in. It's a you could look it up. It's super popular, very very popular. And there's a ton of benefits to Wim Hof breathing, calming your nervous system, mood, and it's really meditative. It really is truly meditative. And I love the effects it has on my nervous system. I feel super calm, but I love the meditative part probably the most. I love starting my day where I have to focus on just one thing and I literally forget everything else in my entire life while I'm doing it. And it's just a great way to start your day from the physical benefits and the mental benefits as well. I come up into this room I'm in right now recording and I do my 3 rounds of Wim Hof, just get myself absolutely ready for the day. So after I'm done with my Wim Hof breathing, after I'm feeling good, feeling very calm, relaxed, very sharp, very focused, I go downstairs and I hydrate. I drink my water, put a little salt in there to really hydrate for the day. And most importantly, I get outside and ground. And while I'm grounding, I journal. But the most important thing is that I'm getting outside and grounding, getting that natural sunlight, getting my bare feet on the ground. Those things are going to optimize my circadian rhythm, allowing me to, again, get a great night's sleep the next night. And sunlight in the morning also not only optimizes your circadian rhythm, but as well your mood, allowing you to have more energy throughout the day. It's just what we're naturally supposed to do. We're supposed to be outside, especially in the morning. Grounding is great for your nervous system as well. It's great for being calm. There's a real science behind the effects of grounding, putting your bare feet on the earth, and it gives your body more of a negative charge. Quite different than the days I would wake up and scroll on TikTok in my bed. Curtains are still closed. It's still dark, even though I've been awake, and I'm just looking at my phone for I don't know how long. And then I'll get up and then, turn on the Xbox, of course. You got to get that ready. And it used to be hours until I would get outside every day. And this is not a lie. And genuinely, I used to have days where I did not go outside at all for the entire day. I would play that many video games. I would spend that much time on Fortnite, specifically Fortnite. But again, by going outside, by grounding, I'm optimizing my health. I'm optimizing my mood, my mental health. There are only ever benefits to living closer to how we would live naturally. And journaling as well while I'm outside in the morning. Journaling is something that I think absolutely everybody should do. It allows you to remember a ton of things and really just write down any thoughts, emotions, whatever. Really keep track of what's going on throughout the day without being on your phone, without being distracting. And it's something that's really genuinely enjoyable. It is like the framework for your day. It's like a blueprint for your day. After I spend about 20 minutes, I usually aim for about 20, sometimes 30 minutes outside, grounding, journaling. Then I will crack open a good book. Then I'll read 10 pages, not too much, but when you do that every single day, it actually compounds pretty quickly and you wind up blazing through books. Reading is where the knowledge is if you want to learn about anything, even if it's something you don't think you're that interested in. If you read a good book, it really is life changing. No dopamine, all knowledge, and genuinely fun. If you get into a good book that really suits you, it is genuinely fun, genuinely enjoyable. After I finish my 10 pages, I'll go out to the car, drive a little bit, and enter to a local park that is absolutely fantastic. And the purpose of this is getting into nature. It's been actually one of my biggest focuses recently is less busyness, less modern lifestyle, more simplicity, more nature. Like genuinely being with more trees, more water, more rocks, more dirt. I want to be in places where I can't even see other houses. I can't see cell phone towers. I can't see screens, TVs, buildings, cars. I want to immerse myself in that. It's been one of my biggest goals recently. And the mental health benefits to this are genuinely pretty amazing. So I love to get near the water, get on the rocks, just fully immerse myself into nature, walk through the trails, see the just endless amount of trees where you can, just see the sun through the leaves, through the top of the trees, and you can't see cars, you can't see buildings, you can't hear screaming, you can't hear anything besides just the nature that you're in. And that is the end of my morning routine. When you wake up early and do it, it doesn't take that long. And the whole point for me is not to have, and no disrespect to this guy, but I think everybody knows who like Ashton Hall is and his crazy morning routine, which if he likes to do that, he should absolutely do that. Me personally, I don't need a morning routine that takes hours and hours and hours. For me, it's setting up my day to make me feel my best, to make me be able to perform my best mentally, physically. That's what matters to me. And you could either copy this whole routine or taking little bits and pieces from it, maybe some principles from it. And I think that this is a truly very time effective and effective way to truly better your life. The whole point is to thrive in this modern world with how much mental illness that we have, with how much depression, anxiety, overwhelm, overstimulation, and how much physical sickness we have, how much chronic disease that we have, how much problems we have physically and mentally. I think it's very clear that the way that we live the modern life, the modern norms, are absolutely not sustainable for us as humans. And my mission and what I've been doing is just helping me. It's a never ending journey, being on this journey myself, but as well helping as many people as I can as well understand, being able to break away from these habits that are so addicting, so that just suck you in, but really create a much worse and much more negative life. That's all I got for this video. I wanted it to be simple, get to the point and just show you guys what I like to do, how I'm living my life, how I'm making the best out of my life. And if you guys want to join along, if you guys want to specifically get your best physique and optimize your health, get ripped, jacked, and be more healthy than you've ever been, that sounds like something you're interested in, I'm going to leave a link to the description to a video describing my one-on-one fitness and health coaching. So that sounds like something you're interested in. Go check it out. And besides that, have an absolutely blessed day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.